They've turned your muscle loss into a trillion-dollar industry, and what's truly alarming is they don't want you to know what's really causing it. Imagine for a moment, after the age of 60, millions of good-hearted seniors like yourself are simply told that their shrinking muscles, weakening legs, and that sudden, inexplicable fatigue are just normal aging. But here's the unsettling truth. It's not normal. This isn't just the inevitable march of time. It's a silent, nightly betrayal from within, a fundamental failure of your body to repair itself, silently triggered by the very foods you're consuming, or more accurately, not consuming, before you drift off to sleep. And the most shocking part of all, the very foods that could powerfully reverse this decline, restoring your strength and independence, are likely already sitting in your kitchen cupboard or refrigerator, yet you've been actively told to avoid them, to ignore them, or even worse, to replace them with those senior-friendly snacks pushed by greedy health brands focused only on their bottom line. Here's the stark, unvarnished truth. Sarcopenia, the medical term for this age-related muscle loss, is accelerating at an alarming rate, twice as fast as it did just 2 decades ago. Why is this happening? Because powerful forces in big food and big pharma are ruthlessly cashing in on your gradual physical decline. The more muscle you lose, the more doctor visits you need, the more prescriptions they can sell you, and the more strength you surrender, the more assisted living products they conveniently market to you. This isn't aging, it's an engineered weakness designed to keep you dependent. But tonight, that changes. In this vital video, we are pulling back the curtain to reveal the 8 miraculous muscle foods seniors absolutely must eat before bed, ranked from number 8 all the way to the most potent at number 1. Stay with us through this entire journey, because missing out on even just food number 3 could mean your body continues its silent, nightly cannibalization of your precious muscle for fuel while you sleep. And that, my friends, is precisely what they don't want you to realize. Yet almost no one is talking about this simple, powerful truth. Why? Because it isn't profitable, it isn't flashy, but it works, and ultimately, it could very well save your cherished independence. Every single study we reference is meticulously linked in the description below, so you can see the science for yourself. Before we dive into these life-changing revelations, tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We're personally replying to every single one. Now, without wasting another precious second, let's begin with a powerful food that's probably already sitting in your pantry, and it might just save your legs from giving out next year. Almonds. You've probably heard for years that almonds are wonderful for your heart, a truly healthy snack. But what almost no one talks about are their astonishing muscle-saving powers, especially when consumed right before bed. These unassuming nuts are exceptionally rich in magnesium, a single mineral that alone controls over 300 vital chemical reactions within your body. These reactions include critical processes like muscle recovery, nerve transmission, and the all-important protein synthesis. This means that when your magnesium levels are low, and alarmingly, over 70% of seniors are deficient, your body literally can't repair muscle tissue properly while you sleep. But here's where almonds become even more powerful. They also naturally contain tryptophan, an amino acid that crucially helps your brain produce melatonin and serotonin. These aren't just sleep-regulating chemicals, they also work to reduce cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone. When cortisol spikes at night, muscle breakdown begins, making bedtime such a critical window for intervention. Take Sharon, for example, a vibrant 71-year-old whose legs had become so weak that she needed both hands to push herself off the couch. She simply chalked it up to aging, but her insightful granddaughter, after reading a blog about almonds, convinced her to try a simple handful before bed, just plain raw almonds. Incredibly, within just 14 days, Sharon reported that her knees felt noticeably less stiff, her disruptive nighttime leg cramps had diminished, and she no longer dreaded facing the stairs as much. The change was subtle, yet undeniably real. A significant 2021 study, published in the esteemed American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, meticulously tracked older adults who consumed 400 milligrams of magnesium daily through foods like almonds. They discovered a remarkable 26% increase in muscle strength and a marked reduction in sleep disturbances. However, be wary of falling for tempting flavored, honey-roasted, or oil-cooked varieties. These will unfortunately cancel out the immense benefits with inflammatory fats and hidden sugars. Instead, always choose raw or dry-roasted almonds. Aim for 8 to 10 almonds about 30 minutes before bed, chewing them slowly, sipping a bit of water, and allowing your body to perform its natural healing while you sleep. But the next food delves even deeper, actively restoring your joints and your muscles as you rest. Cottage cheese. Cottage cheese isn't merely an old-school fridge staple. For seniors, especially those over 60, it's a muscle-saving powerhouse that's been hiding in plain sight. For you, maintaining muscle mass becomes a daily battle against time, and that battle intensifies dramatically during the hours you sleep. See, your body doesn't store protein in the same efficient way it stores fat or carbohydrates. So if you go to bed without properly fueling it, your precious muscles are left starving for hours. That's precisely when the real damage occurs. Your body, desperate for energy, starts mercilessly breaking down lean muscle just to keep basic functions running. But here's the game changer. Cottage cheese alters this equation entirely. How? Cottage cheese is remarkably rich in a specific type of protein known as casein. Casein digests very slowly, significantly slower than both whey or plant-based proteins. It gradually releases amino acids over a prolonged period of 6 to 8 hours. Think of it as a natural time-release capsule, continuously feeding your muscles all night long. This slow and steady supply is absolutely crucial because muscle repair and recovery processes peak during your deep sleep cycles. Without that consistent slow drip support, your muscles will degrade faster, your balance will suffer, and your risk of dangerous falls will skyrocket. According to a landmark study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who specifically consumed casein before bed not only significantly increased muscle protein synthesis overnight, but also improved their functional strength by over 20% in key tests like chair stands and stair climbs. Now, let's consider Susan, a spry 72-year-old. She was completely baffled as to why her legs were losing strength, despite her daily walks. Her doctor suggested more protein, which she thought she was already getting enough of. It turns out her last meal was at 6:00 p.m., and she was eating absolutely nothing before bed. After simply adding just half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese to her nighttime routine, she began waking up with noticeably more stability in her legs and significantly less morning stiffness. It wasn't magic, it was undeniable biology at work. The calcium found in cottage cheese also plays a vital role, aiding in proper muscle contraction and supporting strong bone health, while the naturally occurring tryptophan further supports better sleep quality, another hidden but essential factor in optimal muscle repair. Tart cherries. Tart cherries might appear to be innocent little fruits, but for seniors over 60, they are an absolute nighttime game changer, especially when your goal is to preserve and protect your precious muscle. You've likely heard they can help with sleep, and that part is undeniably true. However, what most people don't realize is how these potent little fruits also actively fight deep-seated inflammation, significantly reduce muscle soreness, and vigorously protect against the kind of slow, insidious muscle loss that quietly robs you of strength as you age. The incredible secret behind their power lies in their exceptionally high levels of natural melatonin and unique anthocyanins. Melatonin, of course, helps meticulously regulate your sleep cycle. Anthocyanins, on the other hand, are remarkably powerful antioxidants that aggressively combat oxidative stress and chronic inflammation, both of which are major yet often overlooked causes of age-related muscle decline. Let's think about Frank, 66. He was an early riser, but always, without fail, woke up feeling stiff and achy. He just assumed it was part of aging. However, he started incorporating a small glass of tart cherry juice before bed, just 8 ounces. Within a mere 2 weeks, his soreness after yard work dropped by an impressive half, and he found himself falling asleep much faster. A compelling study published in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports strongly supports this. It revealed that athletes who consumed tart cherry juice twice daily for just 1 week experienced 33% less muscle soreness and significantly faster recovery compared to those who did not. Now, just imagine what that level of repair power can do for a 70-year-old's legs, not just elite athletes. Tart cherries don't merely aid in recovery, They actively help preserve lean muscle mass. Inflammation is one of the hidden enemies of muscle. Chronic, low-grade inflammation, which is unfortunately common in seniors, slowly and systematically breaks down muscle tissue over time. Tart cherries directly target this destructive process, calming your entire system down at night so your body can finally shift into a powerful, regenerative repair mode. You can easily drink unsweetened tart cherry juice or enjoy dried tart cherries as a delightful bedtime snack. Just ensure you consistently choose versions without any added sugar, as this would sadly cancel out the incredible benefits. A handful or a small glass is all you need to start experiencing remarkable results. Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt isn't just a simple snack. It transforms into a complete recovery tool for seniors when eaten before bed. What truly distinguishes it from regular yogurt isn't merely its texture or taste, but its significantly higher protein content. Greek yogurt is absolutely packed with casein protein, which, as we've discussed, digests slowly and consistently, releases amino acids into your bloodstream for an extended period, often up to 7 hours. This sustained release is precisely what your body urgently needs after 60, because as you age, your body's muscle-building response to food unfortunately weakens. This phenomenon is known as anabolic resistance, and it means your body doesn't absorb and utilize protein as efficiently as it once did. So if you head to bed feeling hungry or without the right kind of protein, your body will inevitably start breaking down its own muscle tissue overnight to fuel itself. But casein fundamentally changes this dynamic. It provides your muscles with a steady, reliable supply of fuel while you sleep, actively preventing that breakdown and even significantly helping to rebuild what you may have lost. Just ask Sylvia, a graceful 72-year-old. She'd been feeling increasingly frail lately, especially in the mornings. Her doctor performed tests and found nothing major, simply stating, "It's just aging." However, her grandson, a knowledgeable fitness coach, suggested she try one small bowl of plain Greek yogurt with a light drizzle of honey an hour before bed. 2 weeks later, Sylvia wasn't just waking up less sore, she was noticeably stronger on her morning walks. Her knees no longer buckled at the stairs, and her balance dramatically improved. She hadn't changed anything else. It was that single nighttime food, and the science overwhelmingly backs her experience. A compelling 2012 study published in Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise demonstrated that older adults who consumed casein protein before bed had significantly better muscle protein synthesis while sleeping, meaning their bodies were actively rebuilding tissue instead of tearing it down. That same study powerfully confirmed that casein was particularly effective for nighttime recovery in aging adults who genuinely struggle to maintain muscle mass. The key here is simple. Always opt for unsweetened, full-fat, or low-fat Greek yogurt, specifically avoiding those sugary, flavored varieties. You can enhance it with a sprinkle of cinnamon or a few crushed walnuts for added flavor and benefits. Crucially, avoid sugary granolas or artificial sweeteners, which will spike blood sugar and disrupt sleep. Keep the portion moderate, around half a cup to 3/4 of a cup is ideal. It's not about overeating, it's about providing your muscles with just enough of the right fuel to keep them strong and protected throughout the entire night. Greek yogurt isn't merely a food, it's a smart strategy, and once you incorporate it into your routine, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. Boiled eggs. Please do not underestimate the profound power of a simple boiled egg. While it may seem utterly basic, for seniors over 60, this humble food can effectively act like a diligent night shift worker, tirelessly laboring for your muscles. Eggs stand as one of the most complete protein sources on our planet. They contain all 9 essential amino acids in the precise ratio your body desperately needs to efficiently repair and rebuild tissue. This is critically important after 60, when your muscle loss unfortunately accelerates due to lower hormone levels, increased inflammation, and often poor nighttime nutrition. And while many seniors may shy away from eating before bed, concerned about digestion or weight, studies now conclusively show that consuming a small portion of high-quality protein in the evening, like eggs, can significantly reduce overnight muscle breakdown. Consider Marvin, a spirited 74-year-old who never imagined he'd be eating eggs before bed. "That's breakfast food," he used to exclaim. But after a jarring trip over a step and a sudden realization of how weak his legs had become, his daughter, who happens to be a wise dietitian, introduced him to a new nighttime habit: 2 boiled eggs around 9 p.m. No bread, no salt, just the eggs. 3 weeks later, Marvin found he could confidently walk up the stairs without having to clutch the railing. He reported feeling more solid, a testament not to magic, but to pure science. A comprehensive 2016 clinical review published in the Journal of Nutrition revealed that adults over 60 who regularly consumed a small, protein-dense food before sleep consistently maintained more lean muscle mass over time compared to those who did not. Boiled eggs top this list because they are incredibly easy to digest, remarkably inexpensive, and crucially contain leucine, a critical amino acid for muscle repair that regrettably drops dramatically with age. To maximize these benefits, stick to hard-boiled or soft-boiled eggs, actively avoiding scrambled or fried versions, which require added fats and can complicate digestion. 2 eggs before bed are typically sufficient for most individuals. If cholesterol is a concern, certainly consult with your doctor, but most updated research now strongly confirms that eggs generally do not significantly raise heart disease risk in healthy older adults. What they absolutely do raise is your body's amazing ability to hold on to the muscle you already possess and vigorously rebuild what is slowly slipping away. One small change, one truly massive result. Bone broth. Bone broth isn't just a comforting soup for seniors, it is a stealth recovery tool, potent and often overlooked, quietly residing in your very own kitchen. This rich, savory liquid is packed with collagen, gelatin, glycine, and essential amino acids, all directly working to repair the connective tissues, joints, and delicate muscle fibers that regrettably weaken as you age. What makes it uniquely powerful is that bone broth doesn't merely feed your muscles, it actively rebuilds the very scaffolding that holds them together. And when you gently sip it before bed, your body expertly utilizes those precious nutrients during your deepest phases of sleep, precisely when cellular repair is operating at its absolute peak. Take Janice, for example, a lively 72-year-old. She had been waking up feeling stiff, sore, and genuinely dreading those first challenging steps out of bed each morning. Her grandson, a thoughtful personal trainer, suggested she try sipping a warm mug of homemade bone broth every single night before bed. It felt a bit strange at first, like drinking dinner, she admitted with a chuckle. But within 2 short weeks, her knees miraculously stopped aching, her ankles felt significantly less swollen, and her sleep quality dramatically improved. A groundbreaking 2018 study published in the journal Nutrients revealed that the glycine present in bone broth not only powerfully promotes deeper, more restorative sleep, but also significantly enhances nighttime muscle regeneration in older adults. And that collagen? It's not just for beautiful skin. It literally supports the crucial tendons and fascia that enable your muscles to contract and move without pain or injury. The very best part is that bone broth is incredibly easy to prepare at home or readily available to purchase ready to drink. Simply heat up a cup about 30 minutes before sleep. Be sure to avoid store-bought versions often laden with excessive sodium or artificial flavors. Instead, opt for slow-simmered organic bone broths that explicitly list collagen or gelatin on their labels. You can even add a pinch of turmeric or black pepper to further amplify its potent anti-inflammatory power. 1 more mug every night, and you'll be actively nourishing and rebuilding your muscles from the inside out. Lentils. Lentils are truly one of the most underrated yet powerful muscle-preserving foods for seniors, and the fact that they are a carbohydrate makes them even more astonishingly misunderstood. Many people over 60 are often wrongly told to strictly avoid carbs at night, but lentils are far from just any carb. They are a complex, fiber-rich, and remarkably protein-packed legume, generously loaded with magnesium, potassium, iron, folate, and B vitamins, absolutely everything your hardworking muscles deeply crave as you sleep. And what's even more shocking is how these humble lentils can often outperform some animal proteins when it comes to crucial overnight muscle repair, especially when intelligently paired with the right healthy fats. Meet Harold, a thoughtful 75-year-old. He genuinely believed he was doing the right thing by cutting out all carbohydrates after 6 p.m. He stopped eating bread, pasta, and all legumes, particularly lentils, which he once heartily enjoyed in his favorite soups. But after just a few short weeks, he started noticing an increasing weakness in his thighs, a much slower recovery from his daily walks, and even painful nighttime cramps. His doctor performed tests and found his nitrogen balance, a key marker of muscle breakdown, was unfortunately declining. When a wise nutritionist advised him to bring back lentils at dinner, Harold initially hesitated, but the results were remarkably swift. Within just 2 weeks of enjoying a warm bowl of lentil stew 3 nights a week, his troublesome nighttime cramps completely vanished, and he found he could effortlessly get out of chairs with much greater ease. That's because lentils aren't just plant protein. They are a slow-digesting, amino acid-rich, muscle-rebuilding superfood. A profound 2020 study in the Journal of Nutrition confirmed that older adults who thoughtfully consumed legumes with dinner had significantly higher levels of overnight muscle protein synthesis and a dramatic reduction in nighttime muscle loss compared to those who ate fast-digesting carbs or animal protein alone. Why? Lentils slowly release energy, preventing sudden blood sugar spikes while delivering a steady, continuous amino acid absorption that persists in repairing muscle tissue as you sleep. And their abundant fiber helps nourish your vital gut bacteria, indirectly supporting crucial inflammation control, optimal nutrient absorption, and balanced hormone regulation. To make lentils truly work wonders for you, thoughtfully avoid canned varieties often loaded with excessive sodium. Instead, gently simmer dry red or green lentils in water or nourishing bone broth, and generously add turmeric, cumin, and black pepper for incredible anti-inflammatory support. A light drizzle of olive oil or a soft-boiled egg on top perfectly completes their amino acid profile, creating a truly perfect muscles night meal for seniors. Peanut butter. Most people instinctively think of peanut butter as a fond childhood snack, but for discerning seniors over 60, this creamy, wholesome spread could very well be the critical missing piece in your complex muscle repair puzzle, especially when thoughtfully eaten right before bed. Packed generously with healthy fats, magnesium, potassium, and nearly 8 grams of potent plant protein per serving, natural peanut butter diligently fuels your muscles with sustained energy throughout the entire night. But there's something even more profoundly important. The powerful combination of monounsaturated fats and those slow-release amino acids truly elevates peanut butter into a nighttime powerhouse for actively preserving lean mass while you sleep. Consider Margaret, a resilient 69-year-old. After suffering a hip fracture and enduring 3 weeks of severely limited movement, her doctor gravely warned she was at serious risk of muscle atrophy. She diligently tried various protein powders, increased her meat intake, and even experimented with supplements, but still awoke feeling weaker each morning. Then, a sharp rehab nurse sagely suggested adding 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter to a simple slice of whole grain toast before bed. Within a mere 10 days, Margaret noticed something extraordinary. Her persistent morning stiffness was easing significantly. She could now effortlessly push herself out of bed without desperately bracing her arms, and her troublesome nighttime hunger had completely vanished. It turned out the steady, consistent release of protein and healthy fat from the peanut butter gave her muscles just enough fuel to elegantly sidestep breakdown while she slept, and critically helped her body build strength at an accelerated pace. In fact, a groundbreaking study published in Clinical Nutrition strikingly showed that older adults who conscientiously consume nut-based protein before bed experienced a remarkable 32% higher rate of muscle preservation during sleep compared to those who ate fast-digesting carbs or absolutely no food at all. Researchers firmly believe the exquisite blend of healthy fats and arginine-rich proteins found in peanuts robustly supports nitric oxide production, significantly improves circulation, and dramatically enhances nutrient delivery to muscle tissue, all while you are comfortably asleep. However, not all peanut butter is created equal, and this distinction is vital. many ubiquitous popular brands are regrettably loaded with unhealthy hydrogenated oils, excessive sugar, and harmful salt. Always choose unsweetened natural peanut butter with absolutely no added oils. A single generous spoonful on a piece of whole grain toast, a ripe banana, or a simple rice cake, consumed about 30 to 60 minutes before bed, is ample to trigger profound muscle repair and dramatically reduce overnight catabolism, especially in seniors who are already bravely battling inflammation and sarcopenia. These 8 powerful foods aren't just convenient bedtime snacks. They are scientifically backed tools designed to help you truly reclaim your strength, diligently prevent age-related muscle loss, and astonishingly wake up each morning with more energy and greater mobility than the night before. Seniors, please do not wait until your legs feel alarmingly weaker or those challenging stairs feel impossibly harder. Start purposefully incorporating these incredible foods into your routine tonight, and you will undeniably feel the profound difference within mere days. Before you leave, tell us in the comments what your current favorite nighttime food is. Have you ever truly noticed a significant difference in your energy levels or physical strength depending on what you choose to eat before bed? We are personally replying to every single comment and absolutely adore hearing your inspiring stories. And if you found this video genuinely helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for many more crucial health tips thoughtfully designed just for you. Your strength, your independence, and your vitality are truly worth protecting, starting tonight. If you've got any further questions or lingering thoughts, please drop them in the comments below. We'd absolutely love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching.